no, right now.
Right now. So setting up your meeting. Yeah, that doesn't mean it's actually going to do it though, does it? Because it's jerked me off on this before. Redirecting to a Facebook Live page.
It is live. We are live.
Yay!
We are. We're here. Sunday afternoon and we are here. We've managed it.
Awesome. Well, that's good. Phew.
Yes.
After the dramas of yesterday, that was
it really did not want to play the game for you last night, did it? Nothing did. It wasn't just Zoom, it was everything.
No, Zoom didn't want to know. Eyes On didn't want to connect. OBS Studio didn't want to find Zoom, you name it. And then we got binned out of Zoom as well, didn't we?
We did.
To join all the videos with super digital technology.
It's like, yeah.
I'm not sure my editing is seamless. I think it actually says, oh, I'll seamlessly edit that. And I've left it in because I just thought, should I really take it out? I thought it was quite funny.
It was quite funny. We were just sitting there nattering away and suddenly we were gone.
I know. I thought, show you how far I've got with crochet blanket.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. Which is your favourite colour?
That's a tough one.
I
think the lime.
Which one?
The one after that one.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
I quite like the mustard and the gold, and I love them all. I love the combinations of them all, and I've used them all in other things that I've made. So I just, yeah.
Are you just going to keep going until you've used all the wool up?
Probably about 80% of it, because I'll need to do a border.
Right.
Of some sort. Although that might just be down the sides rather than the top and the bottom, just to give a nice edge.
Neat enough like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, if you just finish on a standard edge and then do a couple of rows down the side.
Those ends I can see.
Yeah, I've still not sewn them in, but
you said last night that you were going to spend some time doing them.
I did. I guess I lied.
Mind you, I said last night I was going to spend some time doing some pattern writing today and I didn't, so.
Oh, well, you did cut the lawn though.
I did. I tamed the jungle this morning. It was a nightmare.
I thought you were doing the lawn.
Yeah, well, it was a jungle. It was a nightmare. Okay. Poor Arthur. I mean, I think he's sick of getting his bum tickled every time he went out for a wee. And he's not a little dog either, bless him.
No.
So Callum and I did that this morning. Callum had a go at, tickling the trees. He's supposed to have been trimming the bushes, but yeah, I think he was just sort of like standing there pretending a bit, really.
Well, Jake didn't actually surface till 2 o'clock, and I had a Zoom call with my dad booked to discuss some templates on a website and how he wants it to look. And he was clearly struggling, but didn't want to say he was struggling.
Okay.
So I showed him some sort of divvy layouts, and he didn't like any of those. They were all too pastel-y in this. So I said, right, do you want to actually show me what you've already picked?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I said, you've already picked something. You've got something in mind. Stop messing me around. Just tell me which one it is. Oh, well, actually, I quite like this. Well, I don't know what to do with it. And in the end, he installed it. But then I got a message going, it's got no content and bells and whistles and wiggly bits and stuff. And I don't know what to do now. So I had to go into the site and import all the demonstration content.
Right.
That fills all the gaps with lorem ipsum text and placeholder images and adverts and things. So it looks populated, and he can now go in and relate to that because it's got something on it. If you give him a blank page, he's got no clue.
Yeah. Oh,
So I messaged him back and said, demo content imported. Guess it boiled your brain.
And what was his response to that?
I just got LOL back.
Oh, my mum still thinks that means love. What's it? Lots of love. She always puts it at the end. She's like trying to sign off, saying lots of love. I'm like, no, mum, that's the wrong thing. So I've been working on my baby cardigan.
Have you?
Okay. Yeah, I've actually had quite a bit of time on it today because all I've done is talk again. Spoken to my mother-in-law, I've spoken to my brother and my sister and my husband, and I spent the time knitting. So I'll just get to the end of the row, and I'll show you, because I'm being brave. You'll be impressed with me. So last night when we were talking to April, I got to the end of the body, didn't I?
You did.
With the back and then the fronty bits like that. Mm-hmm. And then this morning I've cast on the sleeves, and I'm being brave and I'm doing them together.
Oh, you're doing two at a time. See, yeah. The thing that I do with that is I just carry along with one yarn.
Oh, I've been really...
And end up with shorts.
Yeah, I've concentrated. I have actually been... But you do kind of get all caught up. And the worst of it is I've only got the one ball of wool. So it's definitely getting all, like, every so often I have to keep untangling myself. And you know what I'm like, getting in a tangle. I could get entangled with myself.
Your headphones tangled through it just yet. But,
I know. Don't. There's time yet.
Mine a miracle.
Yeah. If I do get caught up, I'll take a photo. But yeah, so I'm coming along nicely with that.
Oh.
Send that off to my stepdaughter. We've actually got some people with us, Loraine.
Oh, have we?
Yeah.
We've got. Let me have a look.
Lizzie, Anne, and Lisa.
Oh, hi everybody.
Oh, Anne's missing me. Oh, I miss you too, Anne. We can't go running together at the minute, and if these COVIDiots carry on the way that they are, we're not even going to be able to go running on our own anymore either.
It's mad, isn't it? I have to give a shout out to Christine Winger. I'm not sure if she's watching or not, but she's been sewing masks for nurses and key workers.
Excellent.
Yeah.
If only my sewing skills were better.
Well, somebody did show me a link to Blueprint where they've got a pattern for a no-sew mask.
Right.
Well, you basically fold the fabric over, and then safety pin it at the back, and you put a couple of like hairband scrunchy things on through the loop.
All right. Okay, that sounds interesting.
I just looked at it and thought, yeah, one safety pin, that's going to last about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Even I could hand stitch that without getting out the machine and do a better job. And then there is the thing of, I've got no hair, so how many scrunchies am I going to have kicking around?
Well, there is that. We've got loads because all three of us use them.
Well, you've all got quite long curly hair, haven't you?
Yeah, we have. Yeah. I just, how useful are they? That's what I wonder. Not the scrunchies, masks.
I don't know. I mean, if a couple of layers and some sort of, I think the ones Christine's doing has got a whole, like an opening to put a filter in.
Right, okay.
And with the right sort of filter, it'll help stop something.
Right.
You probably won't prevent the worst of it, but it's another layer, isn't it? It probably instills a bit of a feeling of confidence as well, which is not a bad thing, I suppose. And if you're ill with it, it would help to contain some of the coffee sneezy.
Keep it to yourself sort of thing.
Yeah. So I can kind of see both sides of that, but
because I was
just think the nurses are just glad to have something.
I think it's more the people in the care homes as well, isn't it?
Well, did you see that about Glasgow, where there's all those people died in that care home?
Yes, I did. It's tragic. Do you know, I was thinking actually about what I could do, and one of the things that I was thinking about was the care home round the corner from me.
Right.
I don't know. Do they want people to go in and volunteer, or is that worse? I don't know what would be the best, really.
Do you know what they could probably really use help with? Because the carers are trained to care.
Yeah.
Is actually cleaning door handles and surfaces and toilet handles and anything that people actually touch as they're moving around the place. It needs someone with OCD, really.
Oh, that's not me.
And some serious sanitizer to go around the place.
I definitely haven't got OCD.
And follow everybody around, cleaning it every 10 minutes. I think that's the only way to even try and stay on top of it.
I just feel so bad for them. Really
but you have to also bear in mind that you're also at risk. So you know you're going to have to take double care of your own health. It's a difficult one. I can understand why there'll be people who'll be hesitating to go back to the front line.
Yeah, definitely. It's not an easy decision. I mean, I know that obviously working for the NHS is it's more of a calling than a job, isn't it? And they certainly don't do it for the money. But people who have left for whatever reason, it must be so tough weighing up.
Well, and if you've retired, you've already done your bit.
And you're possibly at risk yourself, aren't you? Depending on why you retired.
Well, exactly. So, yeah, I can understand that lots of people are in a really difficult place at the moment because they don't know what to do.
I know. I don't know what to do, and I'm not even trained in anything like that.
Well, no, I'm not.
I think I'll just stay at home for a little while.
I don't know that there's much else that we can do. Have we got Michelle
No,
with us?
We don't have barbecues on the beach. That's what we can do.
Well, yeah, we're staying at home, the hell out of the way.
I was just gobsmacked to see that from yesterday. Somebody sitting on the beach having a barbecue and the police having to come and put it out.
I know.
But
yeah, beyond stupid. I mean, we've got a barbecue in the back garden.
Yeah.
If we really want one, we could have one out there, just Jake and I, and sit 2 meters apart.
Exactly. It's fine.
But the reality is we've probably had it, so we should be okay with one another. It's just,
yeah.
You know,
well,
up elsewhere. I managed to get hold of some gloves.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Are you going to venture out at all this week? Have you got much to do?
I need dog food desperately, and after tomorrow I'll definitely need lactose-free milk.
Right.
So I'm going to have to brave an Aldi shop.
So you're just going to have to queue up, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just allow plenty of time, I suppose. That's all we can do at the minute.
Well, it's not like I have massive demands on my time, is it? So I can't go anywhere to work.
No.
So,
no, not at the minute.
No, it kind of is what it is.
So Caitlin and I are going to watch a movie tonight.
What one are you going to watch?
I don't know. We haven't decided. I really, 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 after a conversation with my brother this afternoon, want to watch Flash Gordon. But
with the Queen soundtrack.
Yeah. So every day I've been sharing a song with him on his timeline, and it's obviously Queen because, you know, duh. And he's been giving it a score out of 10. And then he's been like giving me one of his favourite ones in return. And this morning, the one that he replied with is the football song from Flash Gordon.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I really, really want to watch the movie now, but I don't have the DVD. So I looked, and you could get it on Amazon Prime, but you have to pay for it. It's not actually included in Prime, so it's about £5 to hire it.
Okay.
And I'm sure you could probably pick the DVD up for that somewhere if you just got patience to wait for it. But my lucky brother, he's FaceTiming me. He's sitting there watching it because he's got Sky Movies and he could watch it on Sky Movies.
Yeah.
Rude is what I say. Very rude. And he's there. He's like, can you see, Emma? I'm watching the movie.
Yeah, just rubbing it in. When I Zoom called my dad at the appointed time, well, actually 5 minutes after, because he was meant to ring me and hadn't.
Yeah.
My brother was on the landline chatting to them.
All right.
And they're both sat in front of the computer. My mum's staring at the computer. My brother is on the phone.
Okay. Why is she staring at the computer?
She's staring at the computer, and then she went, "Oh, Lorraine's here." Well, you'll have to go, Colin.
Because you take precedence.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they were just, the conversation was very stilted once I arrived. So I was thinking,
Oh,
I did see a Graham Norton clip with, is it RuPaul? I'm not really a fan. They were on about sort of lines you throw into a conversation to either kill it or own it.
Right.
Graham Norton said that at dinner parties, Lucille Ball waited till someone had been to the toilet. And when they came back, she'd scream loudly, "No, tell her to her face."
That is really
riot would
naughty.
ensue. And I just thought, have I walked into one of these? Because nobody wants to say anything now I've arrived.
Oh, what were they saying about you, Lorraine?
Oh, I don't know. Colin will have been saying I'm the favourite, and when I phone, I say, "Oh yeah, oh I'll go because you'll want to speak to Colin because he's the favourite because he used to always get more cuddles when he was little."
Do you know, my brother and sister just had the same conversation because the three of us were talking, and it's always like, "Oh yeah, Emma's the golden child," because all I ever hear about is Emma when I ring mum and dad, and I'm like, well, hang on a minute, because whenever I ring, I only ever hear about you. So obviously, you know, everybody has the same conversations in their family, don't they?
No, but my mum always said that little boys needed more cuddles than little girls because men don't get cuddles.
Oh,
that was her logic.
It's quite a sweet thing to say, but also quite a like, hang on thing to say as well.
Well, I just wind her up mercilessly now about how she favourited him and he got all the attention and just, "Oh, well, you were so good, you'd be happy with the book." Well,
thanks.
And I'll go, "Well, only because I had to be." oh.
Lorraine, you wicked woman.
Oh, honestly. She needs something to discuss with her therapist.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. Oh, guess what?
What?
I have been busy. I have two things to share, you know.
It's not cut grass, is it?
No, it's not cut grass. Number one is I actually wrote up my limerick.
Oh, the cat's bum.
Yeah. There was an old pussy in lockdown who wanted a night in the old town. Caught licking his bum, then kicked out by mum. He's no longer wearing a big frown. So I wrote that one up. But even more exciting, because that needs laminating, even more exciting than that is in my notebook, I have a rhyming couplet.
You have an iambic pentameter?
Well, I don't know if it's one of those, but it's rhyming couplets.
Okay.
You just, you know, getting away with me there. Right, are you ready?
Yeah.
This is the worst one. It was only week 2 of lockdown. The cat already had a frown. He was incredibly bored and missing his friend Maud. So he started licking his bum, and now he's not feeling glum. Way to stretch out a topic. I mean, come on. So that needs writing up and laminating. But,
so what's next then?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, I think I'm all poemed out, aren't I? Are we done with poetry?
Quite well. Yeah, we'll move on from poetry.
What should we have? Dictionary corner. We could have Lorraine's singing corner. You could sing.
Oh, we could, yeah. I could sing show tunes until people threw themselves off bridges.
Oh, I'm sure they wouldn't.
I think.
Do you know what's his name? Andrew Lloyd Webber on that YouTube thing on Friday, the shows must go on. They streamed Joseph.
Yeah, I saw Joseph.
This Friday coming at 7 o'clock, they are streaming one of my absolute favourites, Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh, I remember that one from the 70s.
Yeah. And it's, you know, Good Friday, so it's timely.
Which my adult brain, for some reason, thinks is 30 years ago.
What, the 70s?
Yeah. Someone rang me up to complain about a tree which has since been removed and was 72 feet tall.
Okay. Just a little one then.
And complained that when he moved into the village 20 years ago, it wasn't planted. And I said, I think you'll find it was planted in 1977 because I've got the paperwork to prove it was planted for the Queen's Jubilee.
All right, okay.
And he went, well, yeah, okay, well, 30 years ago. And I said, I think you'll find it's more than that, sunshine. I was absolutely mortified at how long it was. And then he started muttering about how South Lakes Housing hadn't looked after this tree, and I was able to throw it back in his face and say, well, it was owned by the district council from 1977 to 3 years ago. What did you do about sorting it out with them?
Yeah.
Please provide copies of correspondence. And in the end, I worked with the Housing Association to give them the option of paying to have it removed themselves, and they all clubbed together, and it's gone. And it's a beautiful, light, open space now. It's made such a difference to kind of the vista of the village, and they're all chuffed a bit.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you have done that 20 years ago? When it was
in 1977?
Oh, yeah. It's just this perception of time, isn't it? It just...
But it doesn't seem possible that it's been 20 years since the millennium, though. Really, when you think about it, you still think of the 2000s as being quite recently.
No.
And I was born in the 70s, so I definitely think of that being quite recently.
Early 70s or late 70s? Mid 70s.
Yeah.
Pre-Jubilee?
Early.
Yeah, we had a street party for the Jubilee.
I just about remember Charles and Diana's wedding. That was in
1981.
School. Yeah.
I remember that particular day because our corgi was at the vet's having a tumour removed. And they told us that to not necessarily expect him to come back.
Oh.
So we were watching the royal wedding at our house in Ulverston. It was only weeks before we were due to move into the pub at Lowick.
Yeah.
And we're all sat crying while the nation rejoiced because we're worried about the dog, and he was fine.
Oh. Yeah, but people would have just thought that you were just emotional over the wedding. It's, you know. Are we all going to have a glass of wine to watch the Queen tonight then?
I think I might have to have a bottle.
Yeah.
Because it's Prosecco and it goes flat.
Well, once you've opened it,
Yeah, it goes off.
It does, yeah.
And I don't have one of them fancy rubber
Corks.
corky things that,
I've got one of those.
you know, with the thing that snacks down and locks it.
Yeah.
I haven't got one of them, so I'll have to drink it.
They go on nice and easily. They're not quite so easy to get off sometimes.
Yeah, they're not the best, are they?
No, not when you're alcoholic like me.
You wish. You're an amateur.
I am an amateur.
You are an amateur. Bless.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
So Baileys on the floor.
Oh, well, I can't drink Baileys anymore, unfortunately.
No, you can't.
They do an almond one, but I can't drink almond milk either because it gives me stomach cramps. So it's like, yeah, cheers for that. Can you bring out a rice milk flavoured one?
Oat milk
lovely.
Isn't great, is it?
Well, I can't have oat milk either because that's not gluten-free. Unless it's made from gluten-free oats, I don't know. But the only one that I found that I can have is oat milk, rice milk, sorry. Which is fine in your porridge.
Yeah, I drank it for years and it does make beautiful, delicious rice pudding.
Yeah.
But in a cup of tea, it's like filling your tea with cardboard.
I can't drink tea with any of the milks. The only one I could handle was obviously the lacto-free milk.
Yeah.
But no, it's just not right.
Yeah, not nice.
No, not at all. So what are your plans for tonight then? More Disney?
I've got episode 1, A New Hope, the original first
Love that
Star
one.
Wars film. I don't know, I just think about when we went to see it in the cinema and how big the screen was, and the in a galaxy far, far away, and that lettering kind of going up the screen, and then sitting there and feeling like this huge craft was coming over your head.
Right.
The cinematography and the camera angles and everything were done. It was just incredible.
It was groundbreaking at the time as well, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. It was amazing. I mean, we went home, Colin and I were so excited. Colin, at that point, and he'll kill me now for telling everybody, wanted to change his name to Colin Luke Skywalker, but wow.
Excellent. Is he not allowed?
No, he wasn't. Mum absolutely flatly refused to allow him to do that. But it wouldn't surprise me if he'd done it since. And I believe on his sentence, he put that he was a Jedi Knight.
Excellent.
Because, had to be done.
Well, can't you put that down as your religion these days or something if you want to?
I don't know that enough people did it for it to be accepted as a religion, or whether that was actually just an urban myth.
Oh, right, okay.
That they would even do it. I don't know.
Or Rasta. Can you put Rasta down as a religion?
I don't know.
Rastafarian.
Why don't you try it next time?
I don't think I have one.
I'll just put Church of England because I was confirmed.
Well, I put Church of England because that's what I was brought up as, but
which I don't. Well, I do the times a year probably.
Well, shouldn't you be going today if the Queen's making a speech and it's Christmas?
Well, I should have really gone to midnight mass if it's Christmas.
You should have done, shouldn't you?
Yeah, should have been out today. Panic buying a turkey.
Got any crackers?
No, I haven't got any crackers. I haven't even got cream crackers.
What about cranberry sauce?
Yeah, I've got a jar in the back of the cupboard that I bought last year and then we didn't use.
Right, okay. So you're all right for that then?
Yeah, we're okay for that.
Cool.
How's your sleeves coming along? Let's have a sleeve check.
Yeah.
Because I am the queen of sleeves.
Yeah, #sleevegate. They're coming on all right, actually. I'm increasing on this row, and then I've got 2 more increases to do, and then it just goes straight after that.
Well, I've just completed a row of cypress, and this lighter green is called Lincoln.
Lincoln, as in Abe.
As in probably Robin Hood and Lincoln Green, maybe.
Yeah.
But it's not what I'd call a Lincoln Green.
Robin Hood. So I've been watching The Big Bang Theory. I'm on series 12 now.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. I do like Big Bang. It's cheery, isn't it?
I love it. Did you see the episode with Spock?
Well, I don't know. I've only started sort of like halfway through 11 this time because I just started randomly. I thought, right, I want to watch something that's going to make me feel good. What's it going to be? Big Bang Theory.
I think one of my favourite episodes is where Howard and Raj, or is it Leonard, they go with Sheldon to meet Amy for the first time.
Right. So one of the quite
the
early ones.
Incredulity, the looks on their faces of, geez, these are made for one another.
Yeah.
It's equally awful.
I do like it. It's funny. I mean, obviously, series 12, they're all married apart from Raj, who's going to marry that Indian girl, isn't he? So and they're just Penny no, Penny and Amy and
Bernadette,
that's it. They're all hiding in the kiddies' playhouse drinking wine, and Raj and Howard come out and get in the hot tub, and Raj is like, I think there's someone in the playhouse. He's like, yeah, it's fine. It's only Bernadette. She goes in there every night. It's fine. So she thinks that she's hiding, but he knows all along.
That's marriage.
That's marriage, isn't it? Yeah,
Absolutely,
definitely. Yeah.
But yeah, I might have got through several Avengers films over the weekend.
Only several. You're not admitting to how many?
It was a selective watch in that I hadn't seen Black Panther.
Right.
I hadn't seen Ant-Man and Wasp.
Yeah.
So I didn't really know where they were in their story arc. And I'd seen all of the other Avengers films.
Yeah.
And I kind of wanted to piece together who was where and why and what was going on. So I was filling in the gaps. And the one I've still got to watch is Captain Marvel.
Oh, yeah. Quite like that one. To be fair, I liked them all.
I love anything like that.
Have you watched Aquaman yet?
I haven't watched Aquaman yet. I've not found it on the list, actually.
Is it a Disney one, though?
I don't know if it is a Disney one.
I don't think it is. I think it's more like a DC one. That it's not a DC, but it's, you know.
Oh, it probably is a DC. It will be because he's in with Superman and whatnot. So it won't. How disappointing. Well, I'm not paying 10 quid for it off Amazon.
No.
So that's not happening.
It'll come on telly eventually. What's the matter with you?
I've got a load of Pixar to watch. I thought I might start with Incredibles because I've not watched that for ages and I just love Edna.
Oh, isn't she
capes,
amazing?
No capes.
She's brilliant. I haven't seen the second one. I've only ever seen the first one.
Yeah, I've not seen the second one.
And I haven't seen the newest Toy Story.
Yeah. I loved the first one. And I kind of enjoyed the second one. But I cried. Cried buckets. And I think I watched the third one, but I haven't watched the fourth.
Apparently the fourth one made everyone
with Kelsey Grammer in it.
Oh, I can't remember. I have seen it, but many, many years ago.
And there's a couple of Cows. I've watched 2 of the Cows ones, but not anything else. And I absolutely love Up.
Oh, now that makes you cry within the first 5 minutes.
I blubbed like a baby. But then the bit with the dogs and the collar of shame.
Oh. Squirrel.
I just think it's brilliant. It's so sweet and adorable. And I watched part of the original Pete's Dragon last night, which I thoroughly enjoyed.
I love Pete's Dragon. I've got that on DVD.
I love Jim Dale where he can't get the name of the town right.
Oh yeah.
Passamaquoddy, and he can't say it, and he just gets it wrong every single time.
Yeah, it's good. It is.
And he's so evil in it. But, and the bit in the cave with Mickey Rooney and Red Buttons, where they're looking for the dragon and terrified of the dragon, and they're describing how scary it is, and its claws and its teeth, and Elliot's behind them with his hand on Red Button's shoulder, shaking with fear, and the three of them are walking like this through the cave. And I just think it's so beautifully done, that, you know, that kind of old showman acting. They were just so believable. You know, Lampy with his drinking, and
it's just a different era though as well, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so.
Innocent.
My mum, when she does sing, will sing Candle on the Water from that, the Helen Reddy song, and it's lovely.
Lovely. Oh, I haven't seen it in years. I'll have to see if Caitlin might want to watch it.
I managed
She's into horrors.
Managed about 10 minutes of the new one, even though Carl Urban was in it, and you'd think that would have been enough to tempt me. But
no, I think sometimes when you love the original that much, you just can't, can you? Although saying that, have you seen all the new real life versions that they brought out of Aladdin and the Lion King? And
I've seen Jungle Book.
I haven't seen Jungle Book. Not the new version of Jungle Book. It just didn't interest me. But then I wasn't a big fan of the original Jungle Book either, to be honest.
Oh, I love the original.
I mean, I love some of the songs from it, like the Bare Necessities and stuff. But I don't know.
I'm the king of the swingers.
Yeah. I'm the king of the swingers. Yeah, but I don't know. There's something about the new version that didn't interest me. But I went to the cinema to see The Lion King, which I thought was amazing, and Aladdin, and I just cannot wait for Mulan to come out.
Wasn't that interesting? I mean, I did not enjoy the new Jungle Book at all. Visually, it was stunning, and the quality of the animal visuals that were in it was amazing, incredibly skillful. I'm just blown away. But did I love the characters? Absolutely not. I really didn't care. And yet, take me back to the original one with Baloo and Bagheera and all the singing and the dancing. And I can remember taking my mum to see that. I'd probably be about 20. It was coming out in the cinemas for the first time since I was a small child. And we went to see it at the Little Apollo Theatre in Barrow. And there was about 4 kids in there, and it was packed with adults.
Yeah.
And once the music started, they were dancing in the aisles.
Oh, I love it.
Everyone was singing along, and I just remember that being a really joyous.
Oh no. Oh, what happened there?
I do not know.
It says on my screen that you are the host now. I thought you were the host before.
I was the host before. I don't know what happened with it. It just seemed to bin us out and then come back again.
How bizarre.
Yeah, I don't know what it's on with. I noticed that we'd swapped sides on the screen. And
all right. Interesting.
Oh, Catherine's there.
Oh, hi, Catherine. I'm just thinking about going to get my tea now.
Well, Arthur slurps his balls in the background.
Yeah, well, he needs his dinner.
It's a lovely noise.
He loves to slurp his balls, this one. Don't you, mate? Huh? Nothing like a ball slurp.
Keeps his teeth clean, though, I'm sure.
That ball definitely keeps his teeth clean, all the little nodules on it. The vet did actually comment on how lovely and clean his teeth are when we went last time.
That's the only positive thing I get when I take mine, because usually they're fixated with like 1 at a time, please, when they get on the scales.
Yeah.
And then they go, oh, haven't they got marvellous teeth? How do you do it? Lumps of wood in the back garden.
Yeah.
And they just chew them into little tiny crummy bits, and then I sweep it up and put it in the bin.
Well, I mean, when I lived in Saudi, you would see the older men walking around with sticks hanging out of their mouth, and they chew on the sticks, and they don't use toothbrushes like we do. They would just chew on a stick. So it's the same thing, isn't it?
Well, it's exactly the same principle, yeah.
Yeah.
Might save us a fortune.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I don't know whether you're ready for an ooh.
Go on then.
My friend is prone to tooth abscesses, and one started on her the other night, and she rang and said, do you know anybody that's got antibiotics that we perhaps haven't used? Because the dentist, I said to you, the dentist wouldn't do anything until the thing was the size of a small car.
Yeah.
Well, it burst in her mouth, didn't it? So I'm sure she's still tasting it. She messaged last night saying it had burst and she was in a lot less pain. What could she do? So I told her to gargle with apple cider vinegar, because that's a really good healer. And I said try salt water if you haven't got ACV.
Yeah.
And if you can't, not everyone can stomach salty water for gargling. I said try just letting some coconut oil melt on it if you can cope with that, because that's a brilliant antibacterial and antifungicidal as well, coconut oil. So she had all three, so I'm assuming she's tried all three, and I've not heard anything today to say she was any worse, but my goodness.
Oh, that's awful. I'm afraid I'd be dosing myself up on as much codeine as I could stand and just going to bed, I think.
Well, I did say to her if she needed cocodamol, I knew someone who had some who would let me have some.
I got some from, I said I had to go to the pharmacy for my prescription on Friday while I was in there, because the last time I'd been in and asked, they didn't have any. They were completely sold out. And I was like, oh, you don't happen to have any, do you? She said, oh, yeah, I got some. So I got a packet. And I don't need it, but it's just nice to have it in.
Well, and if you hurt your back or something like that, they're the thing that will relax your muscles.
If I accidentally eat something that I shouldn't, the only thing that eases the pain is cocodamol, and it eases the pain and lets me sleep as well. Otherwise, I'm up all night with stomach cramps.
Yeah, it's not good, is it?
No.
Not good at all. Do you want a quick update now, lads?
Yeah, definitely. So how long have you been doing that now? 2 days?
2 days, yeah.
Yeah. So how many more days? 2 more maximum?
Well, I've got quite a few rows to go. It depends whether I do a lap blanket. If I did a lap blanket, I've probably got 2 or 3 more days to go.
Right, okay. But you're going to do a nice big one.
If I do a single bed, then I'm working that way.
Yeah.
For, I don't know, another 4 or 5 feet.
Just keep going.
So I don't know. I might just do a lap blanket because it's quite a nice length to throw over my feet and up over sort of here.
When you're watching Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, or Henry Cavill, or
yeah, someone like that.
Well, I took a photograph of it earlier, and I thought, well, why is the line of it all? And then I realised it's because it was going over my stomach.
Oh, did you take it like from there?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, so it looked like there was a baby under there.
It's just the way you were sitting.
I think it was. I think because I had a cushion behind my bum.
Yeah.
Pushed everything
forward. Did you have like your lumbar support going? That does it, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what I had.
Lumbar support, definitely. Yeah.
Muscular arms.
Yeah.
That's why my sleeves take so long. Because it's like making them for Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I want to say something nice, but I just don't know. I don't like Arnold Schwarzenegger's arms, put it that way.
Well, I think Clive James did the best description of him ever, and he said that Arnold Schwarzenegger prepped for his muscle contests.
Okay.
Looked like a brown oiled condom stuffed with walnuts. And I just think it was one of the best descriptions ever. And he was asked to describe Barbara Cartland, of
Well, she was
Princess Diana's step grandmother, wasn't she? She was
really, she?
Yeah.
I just remember being like a pink, fluffy marshmallow type.
He said that her face looked like the corpses of 2 crows who'd been killed by flying into the White Cliffs of Dover.
Where's he getting these from? That is some imagination.
I don't know, but I just always remember that one about Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I think he said it to somebody like Michael Parkinson, who just nearly died laughing.
I just don't get it. The whole like greasing yourself up, and then they dehydrate themselves as well, don't they, to get more muscle definition. And then they're standing there doing all these weird poses, and the one where their stomach's all twisted round and they've got like their bottom half is facing one way and their top half is completely twisted round to face the other way, like they're a Barbie doll or a Ken doll. It's like, really, what's going on there? It's not natural, it's not normal, and it certainly doesn't look healthy to me.
It does have a lovely bottom though. Bottoms
are different though, yeah, to be fair.
Yeah, you could bounce a £1 coin off that very easily.
Yeah, definitely. You would just stand from the back, that's fine. Just don't turn around. It's not a problem.
No, he's got a load of pet donkeys, hasn't he, Arnie?
Oh, has he? Oh.
Yeah, he was on YouTube the other day feeding his donkeys. They like carrot.
Okay.
And they like to give him big kisses as well, apparently.
And they've got big long tongues, haven't they? It's disgusting. It's like kissing your dog. We would never kiss our dogs. No, we wouldn't. No.
I did get dog snog the other morning when I was putting my socks on.
Oh,
a singular joy.
Yeah, bet you were really happy about that.
Well, given that I just scrubbed my hands and my forearms and my face with citricidal soap, ready to come downstairs and face the day and do the daily wiping with bleach of the door handles and all the surfaces, and got to put my socks on, and someone just goes all over me.
Good morning.
Yeah. Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right, well, I'm gonna
get your dinner.
I think. Yeah, dinner time for me. Let's have another quick look on how you're getting on before you go.
I am almost at the end of that row. Almost.
Oh wow, loving it.
One more row to do in that colour, in the Lincoln, and then I'll start the blues. Duck egg and storm blue.
Don't like blue. It's not my colour at all.
You complete and utter liar. How much time did you spend on Skano.com last night looking at those yarns?
I can't answer that question at all.
How much have you got in your cart?
I can't answer that question at all. What is it? I take the fifth. I plead the fifth. Do you know, she's so lovely, isn't she?
Mm.
Absolutely gorgeous.
I spoke to her, just for anybody that's watching, I spoke to April the day before, and we've known one another probably about 6 or 8 months through email, through an introduction. I think it was from Peggy Jean Kaler, PJ Kaler, or possibly Mary Dear, or maybe both of them.
Yeah,
who've had dealings with April, and they've made this introduction. So our conversations have been exclusively email up until the day before our live yesterday, where we spoke for the first time sort of in person via Zoom.
Yeah,
she's just adorable, and what I love the most, and I must share with you, is that from the second she was on camera, she knit the whole time we were talking, and I just thought, I love this woman. So completely relate to the fact that it wasn't a waste of time, because obviously we were there to do something, but it would have been unproductive time had she not carried on with her knitting. And I thought, yeah,
there's no reason not to carry on, is there? I mean, you and I, that's what we do all the time.
Well, yeah, for sure. And I just thought, yeah, you're going to so fit in.
Yeah.
And it was a joyous couple of hours, wasn't it? It was great.
It was lovely, really nice to speak to her.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get her on soon again.
Oh, that'd be really good when she's got another collection, because I know there's some new yarns that will be coming out, but especially the cottons.
Especially blue.
Yes, blues, definitely. Yeah, brilliant. Right, well, enough for today.
Yes.
Thanks, everybody, and thanks for bearing with us yesterday with
Oh,
gremlins, difficulties, and other nightmares.
well, I just think it's every man and his dog trying to be on Zoom at the moment, to be honest.
It is.
Apparently their shares have gone sky high. Strange that.
Yeah, odd. We did have to upgrade our account to Pro yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah.
Otherwise it was going to bin us out.
Oh, nightmare.
But, you know, it's fine. It's a tool. It's a thing of purpose.
And if it gets us on here without you having to faff around, then, you know, so be it.
Oh, absolutely.
It is what it is.
It took a couple of attempts today, but it did the job. It got us there. So, you know.
And we'll be back tomorrow at some point.
Yeah.
Are you going to check your really busy schedule? You know, when you can fit us in between the dance lessons.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And I've got a date with Henry Cavill for lunch.
Yeah. Okay.
And then in the evening,
yeah,
I'm meeting Harrison Ford just for a coffee.
Right. Okay. So we've got to squeeze in there.
And the day after, I've got Tommy Lee Jones.
Right. Okay. Don't miss that one. That one's really important.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking I might go ice skating or something tomorrow. So I'll try and fit it in round when you're busy. So we get a
What are you going to do? Just sort of open the freezer door and slop some ice on the kitchen floor?
Yeah. Well, usually what happens is that in the middle of the night, Callum comes down because we've got one of those freezers with the water and ice dispensers.
Yeah.
And he comes down, he's made himself a drink and then gone off somewhere. I come down first thing in the morning, bleary-eyed, fill up the bottle that I used to fill the kettle up, would just go in and press the button, and the next thing you know, there's ice cubes all over the floor because I haven't thought to check that it's on water. So we'll just wait until that happens, and then I'll just stand all over them and fall on the floor. It's fine.
Are you going to sing Let It Go?
Whilst you do that? I could sing Let It Go.
Have you got glitter to fling?
I haven't got glitter. Maybe I'll just then get the water, quickly press water and fling some water around instead of glitter.
Hands up who's just cut the yarn but needs to do another row.
Oh no. You know what that means? 2 extra ends to weave in.
Yeah, I might do a knot.
Right.
In.
Okay. But I don't see why you can't weave the ends in. I mean, you know, you could fit that in. You haven't got much knitting time at the moment, have you? So
yeah, it's a bit
a bit difficult, isn't it?
All these dates.
Yeah. Right, anyway, I'm going for my tea. I'm going to have exciting porridge again.
Oh, I had meatballs with Mediterranean couscous and roasted vegetables.
Well, I did have a roast beef dinner at lunchtime, so.
With Yorkshires?
No, I was too lazy. Roast potatoes and lots of veg and gravy. Gravy. Lots of gravy. Was swimming in gravy. Yeah. I did think Lorraine would be proud as I was pouring it over.
Yeah, it needs to sort of swim in it.
Yeah, and I don't have dinner plates, I have dinner bowls. So there's no chance of it going off anywhere. It's all good.
Marvellous. Well, enjoy your porridge.
Oh, thanks.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
See you later, guys.